For many, the journey to starting a family can be long and it can be challenging. According to the CDC, 1 in every 4 women experience pregnancy loss or struggle getting pregnant. And while that statistic, that number right there, may make miscarriages or infertility sound common, each person's experience is unique, it's personal, it's emotional, and those emotions can be even more powerful when surrounded by friends starting their own families. Infertility trauma and loss support specialist Chiemi joining me now with a few insightful tips to cultivate a community of support for those touched by infertility and pregnancy loss. Hi Chiemi, how are you?
Hi, thanks so much for having me, Brooke. It's lovely to be here today.
Lovely to meet you through the screen. Let's jump in. You have some really insightful and on-point advice for women out there who do find themselves in this challenging situation. First, you say the healing process is going to be different. It's going to be unique for everybody.
Yes, it is. And it's such a journey that I think couples go on. And obviously it's a place they've never been before, right? This is all new. And their kind of dream of how it was supposed to unfold is drastically changing. And so I think having really this big sense of compassion and comfort for where you're at and where you're going to, and just having, normalizing that it's okay to have fear and hope and resentment and all the mixed bag of emotions. That's normal. That's okay.
Let's explore, or let's discuss, if we can, this painful cross point that can be, if I'm struggling with infertility or pregnancy loss and I'm surrounded by wonderful women, friends and family members who are, pacing out and starting their families without the same challenges I'm facing. That can be hard. And you point out that can bring out the best and the worst in these close relationships. How do we navigate that?
So it's such a great question, because I think relationship dynamics is something that catches us off guard. We don't realize how triggering, having to see a best friend get pregnant and having to see family and friends, baby showers and all of those spaces that, while we're going through this really painful process, is a triggering space. And so it's okay to say, I'm going to pause those for a little bit. And we always use the word pause because we're not ending, we're not changing it drastically. We're just pausing with a lot of compassion for where we're at. And it's okay to say no, right? I just can't go to that shower right now. Or, I can't attend the birthdays and those sort of things. That's okay.
Can I ask, Chiemi, permission granted, it's okay to push pause. And I love that you emphasize pause. And what if I want to show up? What if I really do want to rally and recognize that their journey is separate from my journey, and I want to be at that baby shower even though it's so painful? Any coping strategies or, mantras that you could provide women out there who do want to dig deep and show up?
Yeah, right. And that's such a great thing to think about, because we don't want to isolate, right? We don't want to have to say no to everything, nor can we really hide from all the triggers. And having a backup plan is really key. And that can be your partner, right? Having sort of this voice for you that if you do start to feel really overwhelmed or just needing to go a bit earlier, that's okay. Duck out early, have a plan B, have your hubby or your spouse just say, we have to head out now, but thanks for having us. And it's okay just to have a last minute invite and say, I can't commit right now, but I'd love to be there. And then just decide the day of. That's okay too.
Leave it to the moment. You point out not only is frustration okay, frustration is healthy to express ourselves that way, and that surrounding yourself with people who understand, that circle becomes all important.
Community is so crucial to this space. And what we kind of find out is that the people that are close to us, our family and friends and even our best friends, aren't necessarily the people that we end up really sharing a lot of these feelings with, especially around grief and infertility treatment. So having an online community, people we've never met in person, but they're there every day. They're kind of like, our warrior group. And that's really crucial, to just have a place to reach out, and people that just get it. They've been through it. They're going through it. That's really important. And obviously stepping into professional help and just talking about, what you're feeling, with friends and family, being really open about it.
I love that, your warrior group. That's a great visual, isn't it? To think of that circle. We've got a quick 30 seconds left together. I do want to touch on this point you make, because I think it's a good one. Hormones, medication, treatments, they can really exasperate your emotions to the point of exhaustion. You believe we should normalize this and that we should remedy this, if I can use that word, not the perfect word, but with grace, with pouring more grace into ourselves and into our life.
Absolutely. I think it's so important to remember that the infertility treatments that like IVF and IUI, those are, really strenuous and they take a toll on our body. And just to comfort yourself, to let yourself really have time to bounce back and take maybe a day off and just be really kind to your body as it's going through all of these physical changes.
Yeah, Chiemi, great advice. Thank you so much. You share a lot of great advice online, including Instagram. How can we connect?
At Misconception Coach. That's the handle for Instagram and Facebook, and misconceptioncoach.com.
Okay. Thank you for your wisdom.
Thank you so much, Brooke.